Welcome back to another Film Geek movie review. In just a moment, I'm going to be walking my happy butt over to the futon to check out the Paramount Plus exclusive Dear Santa. So what's the plot of this movie? Well, it tells the story of a young boy who writes a beautiful letter off to Santa Claus. But one problem. Kid's not a very good speller and he misspells Santa and it ends up with Satan. That's right, and Satan sees this as a great opportunity to go up into the human world and cause a little bit of mischief during the holiday season. This film is directed by Bobby Farley. It's not necessarily a Farley Brothers movie, although Peter did help write it, and it's starring Jack Black as Satan, or Santa. Santa Satan. Satan Santa. Santa Satan? Santa. Never mind. You know what? It's enough of me sitting here yammering on. It is time for me to walk on over to the futon because, as always, old Haku is over there waiting on me, and you know how he gets. He gets very impatient. So it's enough of me sitting here jibber-jabbering on. It is time for me to go check out Dear Satan. I mean Santa. Getting done watching Dear Santa, and guys, you know, I didn't dislike this movie, but I didn't necessarily like this movie. There were moments where I really enjoyed this film and I thought it was just a goofball, really enjoyable time, and then it just kind of lost me. So let's get this started, shall we? We're going to get things started with negatives, then move into the positives to end the video on the ever so important high note. Okay, so the big issue I had with this film. It was going along just fine, to be perfectly honest. Was it a perfect film? No, it was a goofy, silly movie, and I was having a really great time. And it was rolling along, really lighthearted. And then we get to the third act. And then this film just throws some real heavy shit at you, and it just kind of ruins the entire vibe of the movie. It just goes way darker than the film really needed to go whatsoever. There could have been 100 different things they could have done in this moment, and they decided to take the movie into just a very dark area. And I don't exactly know why they decided to do this, because it honestly derails the entire film. Everything is going along in a very lighthearted, fun manner. Everything just seems like a real silly kind of just very lighthearted. I keep saying lighthearted because that is exactly what this movie was doing. And then it just takes you right off the cliff. It just Thelma and Louise's your ass right off the cliff in the third act. And then the movie struggles to try to bring you back to the goofy fun you were having. And it's like, no, I'm sorry. Once you revealed this really dark moment, it's a really difficult time to get back to the, oh, we're just having a good old time. It's not Santa, it's Satan. And it doesn't get back to it. You just kind of sit there just going, oh man, why did we got to go there? Why? Why, movie? Why did you have to go there for just the rest of the film? And it just took me right out of it. I mean, I was having a blast. I was laughing. I was having fun. And then it just yanked all that out for no good reason whatsoever. And then it does something even worse. It just takes all of that away. The film wraps up for no good reason, just taking away the whole dark meaning whatsoever. And it just kind of makes you sit there and go, well, so what the hell was the point of all that? You could have just left the movie a lighthearted, goofball good time, but then you took it into this dark realm, and then you just yanked the freaking carpet out from underneath us and go, don't worry, none of that mattered. We're just having a silly old good time. And it just didn't work for me. And I'm not saying that the movie was completely ruined. I'm just saying that the third act and the ending of this film did not wrap up as fun as I was really hoping this movie would. So let's get into some positives, okay? Because in all honesty, that was the worst part of this movie. Well, okay, this film is very silly, it's very campy, it is just a goofball comedy. So if you are not someone who enjoys really slapsticky, silly, goofy comedy, then you're probably not going to enjoy this film. And then, of course, what I was talking about in the negatives. I guess I'm still in the negatives. So let's get into the positives, shall we? What did I really enjoy about this film? Well, kind of the same as the whole negative. I really enjoyed the goofiness. I really enjoyed the silliness. I was really on board with where everything was going up till that third act. But up until then, I was having a blast. And I'll tell you what moments I liked the most was whenever the kids and Jack Black were on the screen, or the kids by themselves. The kids were the real bright point of this entire movie. I loved them. They had a great time, and they were really funny. And then you throw Jack Black into the mix, and it was even better. It was a hilarious good time, and then it just kind of ended on me. So in all honesty, guys, what I have to say about this film is, if I would have seen this movie in theaters, I probably would have had a different feeling about it. I probably would be telling you to don't waste your time with this movie. But in all honesty, I did have a fun time. I was sitting at home. I had a laugh or two, and it wasn't the worst movie I've seen all year. But that's because I saw it at home on a streaming service. I didn't sit in the movie theater. I didn't pay for a ticket. I already had Paramount Plus, so I didn't feel like I was out anything except about an hour and 43 minutes. Oh wait, you know what? I'm going to throw that into the negatives real quick too. There was a lot of time that could have been shaved off in this film, and a lot of it had to do with any time that the kids and or Jack Black weren't on the screen. There was a lot of moments you could have just shaved out of this movie that didn't have the kids or Jack Black, and it would have been fine. Getting this movie down to a nice 1:30 would have been okay. It did drag on a little bit, and that was kind of tiresome. But in all honesty, for a streaming film with the subject matter it has, it wasn't terrible. I did have some good laughs, but then like I said, it just pulls the rug out from underneath you. It tries to go in a more serious area and then throws all that goddamn shit out the window. So if that doesn't sound like something that's terrible to you, then maybe you should check it out. I would say if you are already a subscriber of Paramount Plus, go ahead and check this movie out. I wouldn't even really take the chance of possibly getting charged for this service if you forget to cancel. So don't even really try to do the free week to check this movie out. Don't even worry about it. But if you're already a subscriber of Paramount Plus, you're really curious, and you got an hour and 43 minutes to kill, go ahead and check this one out. Well, alright guys, that's all I have for you today. Thanks again for checking out the Film Geek. If you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and give me the old thumbs up so I know you like what you're seeing. And if there's one more thing you can do, folks, that is keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.